Just like that, audio's in sync.
There's some lenticular outs. A little bit of wind across the regions.
Nice and peaceful.
The air is smooth, got a nice tailwind as well. Like about 14 knots.
Getting the lenses up real nice. You should use just fine pants made out of microfiber cloth material. That way you always have a glasses, camera, cleaning cloth, just wipe it on yourself.
And everything.
Yeah.
Nice and clean. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Windshield of the plane is dirty, you can just take your pants off and rub them across the windshield.
Or like this.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. I was going to suggest that, but I figured that was too profane of a concept.
Put on the video.
Well, we don't need a demonstration.
Here to demonstrate.
Oh, these aren't, oh shit, we're wearing the same pants, so I can't even say that these aren't adequate because they're the same ones as yours. We're really in a corner here on this one. Alright, my boot loose at 24, 390 long, 25 wide, 6,300 foot touchdown zone elevation, 10% touchdown slope, 10% average slope, 6,700, that's bugged. The wind or sun hazard, we're landing down the 100 meter final right turnout, so you can abort pretty late on this one. Looks like the way the terrain is, just turn down the ridge, down into the valley. Yeah. Pass over gravel, poorly maintained, as you mentioned before, so we'll see what it's like. When's the last time you were here?
I was here.
Last tour, or?
I don't think so. It was a while back already.
Okay. Let's take a look and see how it is then. Crosswind on the left, expect turbulence and short final past abort point. If a right-hand crosswind, expect updraft and short final after abort point. Okay. See how the winds are doing. Erosion below the end of the strip gives illusion of being off center line. Drop off at the approach into the strip. And looks like so initially steep, gets a little steeper, and then evens out at the top. Levels out at the top. Any comments to add to that?
Again, just to rephrase, prioritize a smooth landing. You can fly over the gate and just hold it off to a nice smooth touchdown. It's pretty rough, or can be pretty rough. And then once you touch down, then you can just reverse and brakes, slow down before we reach the top section. It tends to be more rough than the rest of the strip, but I want to be slowing down as you go up the strip. Don't carry too much speed. So if it gets very rough and starts focusing, then ease off on the brakes a little bit.
Okay.
At the weather, I don't see much wind in the valley, so it should be a very nice day to fly here, this trip.
Is that it down there, or is that Homeo?
So that's Homeo, and then on top is Okalu.
Okay.
That rock there.
Oh, okay.
Basically offset a little bit, like this direction with the rock here.
Okay.
You can actually aim to the rock, and then just look the strip down below you, and you will land in this direction. So you can actually just aim to the rock and fly over the strip, down strip.
Okay.
At least that's how I do it.
Any message? Kilo Echo 5 miles west, Boogaloo, 7,700 landing Boogaloo.
Alright.
Just want to get clouded up easily as the day goes on.
Yeah. I mean, if it's windy, it might get cloud build up. It's usually generally open throughout the day.
Okay.
You might have those days that it's just clouded up everywhere, and there's cloud down below the valley, and it tends to roll over the strip and stay, like right on final. And again, you can always ask what's happening with the weather in the freeway by asking other guys that are in the area. The little guy has got cameras on the strip, so if people are going to Bilogai, because the Bilogai is open enough, then they can have a look at the area. But there's people waiting. Looks like it's nice. There's not much. It's green, so
Looks trimmed.
500. Sink rate.
it's very nice.
Be well-defined center line.
Don't get confused with the John Kaki. Yeah. The wind is coming perhaps from that side a little bit. I'm not sure. Looking at the clouds, and it feels very stable.
First one want to do an abort. Sure we know the line of the strip.
Alright.
Touchdown, aiming point, all that. Okay.
Boogaloo traffic, Romeo, Kilo Echo, will be staying the circuit for Boogaloo.
So to be careful here is when you take off. The traffic from Bilogai, sometimes they
Up the valley.
yeah, and they are kind of low.
Okay.
It might be on a low level flight, or you start climbing fast because you're empty and you reach that level very quickly. So just to make sure that no one is in the area. Also on the descent, I think
500.
from Nabire to Bilogai, they might start the descent and cut across this area at lower altitude than their cruising altitude. So you might have some conflict sometimes.
A lot of traffic passing through here, understandably. Tails locked, those close fuels on, lights on, on, thermometer, or flap set, trim set. I got brake pressure on my side.
And on mine. Speed here can be 65.
Okay. Make it just a nice, smooth touchdown.
Yeah.
A little to the right of the line, I think.
I think you look good.
Right here?
Yeah. The thing is, the runway is straight, but the line
All over the place.
Yeah, but you should use the line that is defined here, and then there's a little dog leg. You just follow that one up the strip, but you actually need to be more right at the
500.
much to the left. And
We're gonna abort off this one. Not committed yet.
correcting well. Alright, go around.
Right side, going around. So nice lead go around, lower terrain.
As you see, it's not a big deal over runway, but with wind,
I could see,
it's gonna be a big challenge, especially with the downdrafts.
yeah, I could see it could get squirrely. Okay, so initial section and then slight dog leg to the right.
You
at the
can
top section.
line up with that straight section, and then at taxi speed you can just follow that line, which is a little curve to the right.
Okay.
But as you noticed, you're coming in. I mean, let's say it this way. You're coming in like this. So you're trending to be on center line, but you are coming in from the left side. So
Okay.
you need to be more lined up, meaning you need to be more right of that line that you were doing earlier.
Locked with closed, fuels on, lights on, oxygen's on, emissions on, flaps trim. Looks like I got brake pressure on my side.
On my side.
$500.
Gorgeous up the valley today.
Say again?
I said it's gorgeous up
Oh
the
yes,
freeway
it's beautiful. Colors are pop.
That they are.
Looks like the wind it's starting to pick up a little bit. But I see 9 knots here, but still feels pretty stable.
The turbulence.
Yeah, maybe it's just this top layer is building
Finish as we descend.
but, yeah. Oh, let's start turning. Might be a little low now, but
Okay, that feels on the line. Be a little more to the right.
yeah, you could be maybe at a hair, but
Very slight.
yeah, so we're committed to land this one, right? Or unless
Unless something happens, yeah. Landing the land, not committed yet.
yeah. People will probably walk the runway immediately. So it might be
500.
difficult for us to
Circuits.
good circuits, because they tend to just walk up the street.
Alright, pulling the tail, 78 across the ground, look good.
There we go. A little bit of a yeah.
Little turbulence.
Yeah.
Good.
Stall, 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 stall,
To the right.
stall.
Yes. But we can just turn around quickly.
The obstacles on the right side.
You can go to the no obstacles. You can go to the right and swing left a little, get a little bit more distance.
Trim, trim,
Okay,
trim,
turn around. This is the
trim,
roughest part.
trim,
I'll get the trim
trim.
for you.
trim.
Yeah, the grass is a little tall, huh?
Yeah, here's it's the best I've seen this trip.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Look at the line now and try line up. See the people?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if they get out if you power up. Ignition off, please. It's just power up for takeoff.
Oh, they're starting to get the idea.
Yeah.
Those octaves, those on lights on us. Ignition's off, flaps set.
Give more power. I'm gonna give more power.
I'm on the brakes. Ups trims, peels open, door, flap, pod, door, flap, pod.
Alright, so you got the idea.
Down there.
Alright,
Still in the middle of the runway, but
alright, let's go before they
abort right side. Port's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Don't go off the end.
don't go into the people.
Yeah. Ideally.
Alright, power set, TSP is
Power
all
set.
good, plane is clear. Set the wheel off a little bit. There we go.
Pretty nice runway as far as they go.
You could land a little earlier, so if I fly a little lower through that gate, you can land we floated, but again, you prioritize a nice landing, that's all we wanted, but I'll try just land a little earlier. So the earlier you land, the least you need to use brakes and reverse.
Let the energy bleed off.
It felt nice, actually. It didn't feel like
feel terribly rough.
so,
Yeah.
yeah. But looks like they've been working on the run, which is really good.
Octaves closed, fuel's on, lights on, oxygen's on, ignition's off, flaps are set, trims to go. I got brake pressure on my side.
No brake pressure. Oh my.
$500.
Obviously
500.
could have shut down load, but then the plane would be light. You would not have a feel of the plane landing heavy. So it was good that the people got off the runway. And it looks clear. Maybe a hair to the left,
The left, you think?
or too much to the left.
Oh, too much left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yep, I agree. Come there.
$500.
Wind here can throw you out. Hello.
Stall. Stall.
That's good.
Stall.
Awesome.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
That's another one. I'll get the flaps
Thank you.
and the trims. Go walk the strip after obvious, or walk this area. You can also walk the strip, but this area's got a few steps.
Okay, like washboardy kind of.
Yeah, that's why the tail kind of bounces and you need to be a little careful. And you can't see because of the grass. Anyway, runway's still clear.
Yeah, 50%. There's people hanging at the edges, but I think they'll get the idea.
Yeah.
Keep the power up because of that. Alright, tails off, supposed fuel's on, lights on, front tog, missions off. Idle, first set flaps, trim set 30 days. EPL is open. Door, flap pod, door, flap pod. Free correct. Tails locked, right side aboard. Runway looks clear. Alright.
The hex.
Let's see him.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
Am I getting the line right?
I think you are.
Initial, okay.
Yeah. Just, you still were tiny bit, just a hair to the left, and then you corrected that after we commented on it, so.
Okay.
But to the rest, you're doing fine. Just remember when there's wind pumping, you're gonna be fighting to get to the profile.
Below area traffic from Euro Kilo Echo. Below stay in the circuit.
Lock the fuel's on, lights on, oxygen on, ignition's off, flaps set, trims to go, I got brake pressure on my side.
And I've got on mine.
$500.
Okay, fuel's on center line. Maybe just a hair high.
I think you're good.
Across the ground, a little bit from the right.
500.
Little updraft, downdraft action.
Your lines are really good.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Shall we offload? You good, or you want to do?
No, I feel good about this one. Straight forward, strip relatively. It's just gonna be the winds. It seems like will be the.
I'll get the flaps for you. Yeah, the winds. Take it easy.
Yeah. Don't play with the winds.
Trim, 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 trim,
I'll get
trim,
the
trim.
Like a wise man once said, interesting winds.
A wise man did say that once.
Interesting winds. I'll get the February messaging game.
Down to 3-1. Oh, what is this? Not Puggy. Pilot, total photo bomb to run Sebentar, Patera, Minta Foto Bang, Turin, Boogaloo. They want to
Okay.
take a photo of the stuff in the
Yeah.
Boogaloo.
Yes.
Have a radio here?
I have, but I don't think I've ever heard the radio.
Selamat pagi.
Hello,
Pagi. Selamat pagi. Selamat pagi.
Much better than last time I was here. It was rutted on the bottom
Yeah.
by the pack, and yeah, grass was extremely tall. Couldn't even. They was so tall that they also started cutting it like on a curve. They completely lost the line of the strip, and they prepared the strip for us to ride, but they clearly like I couldn't even see. And then he put the markers on the line of the strip because the line they made was so offset that marker down there. Actually, I think the last time I was here, I put the markers back where they should, whatever markers they were left. It looks like they already removed. Get the
Cool looking.
Alright, we're good to go?
Yep. Army Kilo Code, departing Boogaloo, westbound. Runway's clear.
CP's all good and clear.
Got some good shots.
Oh yeah.
Did your hat get blown off?
Oh man, almost. I got a little fright. Like at the last thing I was like